If you own a home or you're in the market to buy a home, today's real estate trends affect you. And most people are surprised about what's going on here locally in North Texas. This is your April 2023 Plano, Texas real estate update. I first want to start out talking about what it means to be a homeowner or a seller in today's market. If I were a homeowner right now and I was watching the national news, reading the news, I would be wondering, is my home losing value? It's my largest asset and prices are plummeting. Well, while everything is possible under the sun, it's highly unlikely that home values are going to go down, particularly in North Texas. When you think about it, price is a function of supply and demand. We literally have people calling our team up from all over the world, wondering about what it's like to live in North Texas or buy an investment property in North Texas. The demand is high. But the other side of the equation is supply. Supply right now is low. There are just simply not a lot of homes for sale. The question is, if you're thinking about moving, is now the right time? And at the end of the day, that's a personal question. The market answer is yes. It's definitely a good time to be a seller. It's a seller's market. A lot of people are surprised to learn that 55% of the homes in Plano last month sold for the asking price or above. And if you want to learn more about the stats, make sure to watch to the end of the video where I'll go over all the detailed stats for Plano. So what if you're thinking about buying in today's market? The good news is you have more choices. If you rewind to a year ago, there were not a lot of choices and you had to be really aggressive on your offers. You'd have to cash out your 401k just so you could bid up enough to compete. That's not really the case right now. So you have more choices. Bad news though is prices are up, but you're not gonna have to go crazy like you were before. I have a lot of buyers who are wanting to hold out. They're hoping that prices are gonna crash. Well, that's just not likely. Prices are still up in the last couple of months and they're up year over year. I also have buyers who say, we want to wait for rates to go down. They're probably right. Rates are likely to go down. I think the question you need to ask yourself is, how much are they going to come down? Maybe not as much as you hope. And truthfully, when the rates come down, a lot of people are going to come back in the market and that's just going to accelerate the price growth. So for buyers in the market right now, I notice a tendency to be really picky. I want to give you perspective to consider. You're going to pay for it one way or another. You can choose a home that's in good condition, maybe not the freshest updates, but you might be able to come in and negotiate that 2-3% off the asking price. Or you can pick a home that looks like it's on HDTV, the same home that everybody else is gonna pile on top of and bid 2-4% above, maybe a little more. So either way, you're paying for the move-in ready, the fabulous home. Here's how I'll summarize my thoughts for today's home buyer. Don't be afraid to buy in 2023. I think when you fast forward 5 years, you'll look back and be very satisfied with that decision to buy a home. Let's take a moment to look back at the latest real estate stats for Plano, Texas. In the month of March, there were 170 single-family homes that sold. I would have liked to have seen more homes sell. I'm not upset because there just weren't a lot of homes for sale. It's a function of supply, not demand. The median sold price was $531,500. Rewind to 2022, we're about the same as where we were last March. I think the question is, where do we end up this month in April and May? Because we saw a huge bump last year. I don't think we're gonna see that in 2023. I do think we're gonna see prices continue to rise, but last year there was a lot of craziness happening. Continue to expect prices to grow probably more steadily this time around. The good news for sellers is that the sold to list ratio was 100%. Buyers, you don't have a lot of negotiability right now. And when we look at the top tier homes, 1 in 4 homes sold for 102% or more above their asking price. Translation, multiple offers are back. Now, the other thing that's really fascinating is we saw the days on market cut in half. The median days on market was 11 last month, so homes are selling very quickly right now. So I want to talk now about inventory. So where do we stand right now with inventory? As we start the month of April, there are 137 homes for sale in Plano. That's less than 1 month of supply. And this is true across all price points. Yes, there's a little more wiggle room in the higher end, the luxury market, but still a very solid seller's market across the board in Plano. So what's the takeaway from all this data? Simply put, there's an imbalance in the market that favors sellers. However, if I were a buyer and I don't think my budget is going to climb dramatically, I'd probably take the plunge and buy now. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in Plano or the greater North Dallas area, my team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. Simply click the pinned comment below and we'll be in touch. We'll see you all in the next video.